it up, Mr. Lavario.
The bad boy, the dating game was good. So, ladies, today I'm going to be telling you how to really keep a guy interested in you. Because I get women that hit me up and they always say, you know, I go out with guys and I don't hear back from them. They don't call me back. Or, you know, I really like this guy, but it seems like he's playing games and all this other stuff, right? And so the way that you really keep a guy interested in you and have a guy wanting to see you again, go on more dates with you, to continuously see you, right, is basically you need to meet men where they're at, okay? And what I mean by that is that you need to understand what men want and basically move in that direction, right? So what do men want, right? Men, when we first get with you, when we first talk to you, when we're first, you know, interacting with you, what we have on our minds is sex, right? Now you're probably thinking, damn, so what does that mean? I gotta have sex with all these guys that's trying to talk to me that I want to get with? No. But the thing is this, is that you need to understand that men will have sex on their mind, they want sex. So all you have to do to keep a man interested is to basically display sexual interest in him, all right? And this is what I always try to tell women, and a lot of women don't get this. And if you understand this point and this concept, right, you will be having an easier time in your dating life. So basically, this is how it goes, is that when you're dealing with a guy, right, what you want to do is that when you're dealing with him, you need to show him that you are sexually interested in him. Meaning, and it could be little things like to where if you're on a date with a guy and he touches your hand, you let him touch your hand. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you keep that going. Don't move your hand away. If a guy tries to put his arm around you, don't move his hand away or move away, right? Because by you doing all those different things, that's you basically showing that you're not interested in him by moving away and doing all that other stuff. Now, you might be saying, well, what if I'm not comfortable with that? What if I'm not comfortable with a guy touching me like that? You understand? What you need to do is you need to express to him and say, hey, listen, you know, I really like you, but I'm not really too comfortable with PDA, or I'm not really too comfortable with the guys touching me as soon as I meet them. You understand? You can express that, but you also have to let him know that you still like him. Like, hey, look, you know, I'm really interested in you, but I just got to let you know that I'm not comfortable with that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that, he's going to interpret you moving away or you not wanting to touch it, or you not wanting him to touch you, as you not being interested in him. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then by him feeling that way, that will make him not want to call you again. Do you understand? So you got to understand that point of it, right? And now what I mean by showing sexual interest also is that, you know, he touches your hand, you keep it there. Let's say you guys are on a date and, you know, the date's about to end, you give him a kiss on the lips or whatever, stuff like that, that's showing on a physical level that you are feeling him, because that's how the guys are going to interpret that you're feeling them. That's the guy that's going to say, okay, you know what, she's cool, I liked her, I can tell that she, you know, she's feeling me, so I'm going to see her again. A lot of times, guys don't see you again because, or don't call you again because they think you're not into them. And the reason why they think you're not into them is because you're not showing sexual interest. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they don't want to feel like they're wasting their time with you. Do you understand? Now, another thing you got to also know is that while you're showing the sexual interest, what needs to also happen is that you need to make sure that whatever's happening within the sexual interest is progressing, right? Meaning that, let's say if you go out with a guy and let's say you guys are, you know, touching each other or whatever, but let's say I don't kiss, I just touched or whatever. Now, the next time you go out, you know, you touch it again, but now you move it up to, okay, we're touching and we're kissing, right? Then maybe the next time you guys go out, you're touching and you're kissing, and then you invite, you know, you guys go back to either one of you places. So it's something it's a progression happening. Do you understand? And it's hot in here. And it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, it has to happen that fast. Like, you guys can, you know, be hanging out and just, you know, touching and feeling each other, whatever, for a little while, then move on to kissing for a little while. You go out on a couple dates, y'all kissing, y'all hugging, y'all doing all other stuff, and then later on, you say, hey, you know what? How about you come back to my place? Or he's telling you, hey, come back to my place, and you're like, all right, cool. And you know, when it's to come back to my place, at that point, you know, you should be at least ready to do something. Do you understand? Like, don't go over a guy's house if you're not trying to do that, because that's why he's, you know, bringing you over the house. But the point is that you have to understand that you showing the sexual interest is going to make the guy want to continue to see you. The problem is that a lot of you ladies, you are still under the assumption that you showing sexual interest or being sexual is a negative thing because you're listening to all the nonsense that's out there of guys and other people and other women and other men telling you that it's wrong for you to be sexual. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to stop listening to that. The real deal is these guys want you to be sexual with them. They want you to show sexual interest. That is what puts you to on the top of the list. You understand? Because these guys out here, when you go on a date with a guy, that guy that you're dating most likely is dating other women. You understand? So since he's most likely dating other women, he's comparing and contrasting what's going on with these dates. So let's say, he's dating, this other girl, and let's say the other girl is showing sexual interest and you are not. Let's say the other girl, when he touches her hand, she holds his hand, and when he touches your hand, you don't hold his hand. Who do you think he's going to be more interested in calling and seeing and talking to? He's going to want to, get with the girl who's showing sexual interest. So you got to show that sexual interest. You got to make sure that that's being put out there. That is how you actually keep these men interested. Now, does this mean that every guy that you deal with and that you show sexual interest to is going to continue to see you? No, you're going to have guys who are going to be out there who just actually want to have sex with you, maybe hook up with you and never call you again and all that other stuff. Now, hopefully those dudes, most of those dudes will let you know up front, but there are guys who are not going to let you know this. You understand? So the thing is that you have to realize that there's going to be times when you do this and there's going to be guys who are not going to call you back and do all that other stuff. But that's part of the game. But in order for you to find the guy who, you can click with, who's going to be the type of guy that keeps wanting to see you, you have to be open to opportunities and to, being with other guys and dealing with other guys and talking to, a whole bunch of different guys until you find that dude who's like that. You feel me? That you want. So, that's pretty much it, ladies. Remember sexual interest. You got to be showing that. If you're not showing that, it's going to be hard for, the guy to really stay interested in you. You feel me? So that's all I want to say. Ladies, make sure you click the link below to get my free audio program, 7 Highly Effective Steps to Finding and Keeping a Man. And I will holler at you later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. If you're tired of being single and want to find Mr. Right, then you need to join Mr. Locario's Bad Girl Membership Program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you find the guy you've always been looking for. Go to MrLocario.com to become a Bad Girl member today. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.